What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another review. Marvel Secret Invasion Episode 1, titled Resurrection Review. Let's get it. Uh, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna do a little bit different this time because, this is on the day of the episode coming out. So I'm gonna do it spoiler free. And then you guys let me know if you want me to do the watch along with it. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that because, my camera cuts out at 30 minutes and comes straight back on, so I don't know how I'll do it. If I find a way to edit it, we'll knock that together as well. But yeah, man, the synopsis of this, the plot is pretty much that Nick Fury is kind of trying to find out in this episode. You kind of get the sense that Nick Fury, who's normally ahead of the game, is normally in front of everything, is normally leading, has fell behind in what's going on with the status of Earth and the Skrulls since 1992. I think it was with Miss Marvel, so a lot of things have changed. A lot of things he hasn't known about or he does know about now. And basically, there's a world threat. Of course, there's a world threat, and it involves the Skrulls in totality. And obviously, they're hidden and around Earth in different places and different people. I thought this episode was good. I think I can pick up instantly a few things that some people won't like about it, but it's going to depend on what kind of person you are and what kind of things you like. This isn't your typical Marvel action, superhero, interstellar, out in space and different dimensions kind of thing. It's a lot more hero on the ground, Nick Fury, real life, espionage thriller type show, instead of it being suspend your belief while you're watching it kind of thing. A lot of these things felt really grounded. Apart from the fact that Skrulls can shapeshift, everything in this episode felt really grounded. I thought it looked great though as a program. I thought the special effects were great. It doesn't have that, which Marvel's done pretty good with anyway. Sometimes DC, I'm critical of it. With Gotham, not so much, but things like Supergirl and things like that, it starts to have this cartoony, cheap budget feel. This doesn't have no cheap budget feel at all, but it does kind of put a mid-range that when it gets to like maybe the last 2-3 episodes, they'll probably give a bigger budget and more stuff will happen. But you're not getting action-packed stuff every 2 seconds. You're gonna need to listen because it's based on espionage. So if you miss anything, I'm probably sure that will affect different things. Or if you're into Easter eggs and stuff like that, you gotta sit down and listen. Basically, what I'm saying is there's a lot more talking in this particular show than there will be in any other show. I think the closest thing we probably got to this in terms of real life was probably Hawkeye, but that still had action in it, and then maybe Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Of course, there's stuff in there that's not real life, but a lot of it was. It was based and grounded between Isaiah Bradley and the government and stuff like that. Felt like they probably went back while recording this and changed a few things, different couple of reshoots and stuff like that. Because obviously, when the show kicks off, they are in Russia, Moscow, and since the whole basis with Nick Fury and Endgame and stuff like that. I mean, Russia and Ukraine have been doing their thing in it, so I can imagine that they've probably done a few reshoots and that. In terms of the characters, there's a couple of new characters in there. There's Emily Clark's character. There's the guy's name who's seemingly like the villain in this, but I can't remember what his name is. But anyone who's watching this and watch that, you'll know what I'm talking about. Obviously, Nick Fury. Freeman was in this episode as well. Kobe Smolder was in this episode as well. I'll tell you one thing, it does give, with the human factor, you can see that the stakes are raised in a certain way when you watch this particular episode. Like I said, I'm not going to give no spoilers, but when you see what I'm talking about, you'll know, and that does raise the stakes. But as a must-watched episode, I would almost say you could probably miss it. I think if you miss this episode, or if you watch the last 15 minutes of this episode, would be enough to take you to the next one and watch the rest without anything even bothering you. I think the pacing was off a little bit and they lacked a few things in the beginning. Also, there's a few hit and miss stuff when it comes to espionage and spies because the whole thing's keeping stuff secret, and I feel like they just went against some of the things in the comic and just gave you stuff straight away, whereas when it's an espionage thriller type show, I feel like the viewers want to be involved and they want to figure stuff out themselves. That's what we kind of love, especially us like nerds and stuff who watch Marvel. To the regular casual viewer, I don't think they'll probably enjoy it. The odd person might, but I think if they're just thinking in their head Marvel and they're a casual viewer, so they probably go cinemas to watch a couple of things, here or there, and then they watch this, they probably turn off. But for someone, and I'm one of those people, I'll enjoy it. It's once a week, can build up, I can get into it, and I do feel it's one of those shows that will slow burn and then it will get better as it goes on. And I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, graphics, CGI, and everything perfect. Shape shifting perfect. I like it. So not action packed for the first episode, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Let me know what you think in the comment section, especially if you've watched it. Let me know, and then I can chop up with the comments. I've been your boy, so comment, like, subscribe, and share. Run.